Hey everybody, welcome back to the Joe Rockstar channel. You know, I lived in Arizona for about 13 years, and we all know that the heat can get pretty excessive. But generally, from November to April, the winters are pretty mild. But here in 2019, winters finally come to our little desert paradise. Now, it may not look that bad compared to most of the country, but for me, this might as well be Antarctica. I mean, give me mid-70s temperatures, because, well, I'm a tropical peoples.
It's race day. Aren't you guys excited? Groot, you excited race day? You got bedhead, buddy.
So here we are, Prescott Valley for the Rough Rider 100. Super excited about this race, except for the weather. I am not happy about this. We've had a mix of light rain and snow this morning, and I got a race in about 2 hours. So hopefully the weather clears up, but probably not going to. It's going to be in the 30s, low 30s, wind chill around 20 something degrees out on the race course. Plus we've got to do some water crossings. And I guess it rained a lot all week, so the washes are all full of water. So this is going to be a really, really rough rider 100. Time to go to registration.
You're not going to come race with me? Because you don't have a helmet. You can't come race with me.
These freezing temperatures were really threatening to make the Rough Rider 100 even rougher. The combination of early morning cold temperatures, sleet, snow, deep water crossings, wet, sweaty clothes, well, this race was not going to be one for the weak or timid. But it is, after all, the Rough Rider 100, not the Easy Rider 100, so I would have to sack up like everyone else and just get out there. Now, the weather actually created dangerous conditions at the water crossings, and so we were going to get a small reprieve from the early morning start that was originally scheduled. Pushed back till afternoon, the conditions would not improve much, but it did give me time to meet some new people, spend some time talking to fellow racers and their families, and I even had time to change a tire on the two-stroke, which I was doing pretty badly. Now I want to thank everybody at the races who came over and supported this channel by purchasing hats and t-shirts at the event. To ensure you don't miss a single episode, subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell icon to receive a notification whenever a new video comes out. For the more serious rock stars out there, you can support the channel through my website at www.joerockstar.com. There you will find links to help keep the channel running via PayPal, Patreon, or purchasing Joe Rockstar gear like hats and t-shirts.
All right, so we're getting ready for the start of the Rough Rider 100. It's cold, it's miserable, it is what it is. I'm just a fair weather rider. I really don't like this kind of bad weather. All right, we moved down to the start line. I guess it's not going to be a bum start. We're going to start in rows, which will probably be good because the course is probably too small to fit us all in there. That guy's got the right idea to keep the hands warm. Once again, this is the biggest class. Always. None of that. You gotta have pants on in this race, but it's the rule. You can pull them down, but you wait till I pass you.
Good day out here, Joe Rockstar.
What's that?
It's gonna be a good day out here, buddy.
I like to get it going. I'm a little cold.
Yeah.
A little cold.
Some jumping jacks.
Yeah, something.
Let's go!
Another good start, and with this pass, I'm trailing 4th place in the class. I was feeling good, confident, and ready to put it all out there to win this one. Nothing could slow me down. Okay, when I said nothing could slow me down, I meant it. And I'm not about to let this logjam stand between me and victory. And if there's one thing I've learned in the short time that I've been riding, it's the longer you stare at a hill, the harder it is. Now that, of course, doesn't take into account bikes and riders falling down in front of you. And in this situation right here, just a few inches could have made the difference. Just a few milliseconds and I'm past this guy, and I can set sail on the rest of my class. Sometimes, it all comes down to bad luck.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
And this is where I came up with my strategy to slow down Jasper Simmons.
Fancy meeting you here. Are you going? Are you going? I'm going if you got going.
Honestly, that looks intentional, but I swear it was not. It was just another dumb move. Like this one.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us. Something seriously wrong with us.
somehow, despite the dumpster fire that I just climbed out of, I was still in this race. Fortunately, or unfortunately, however you choose to look at it, the log jam on that hill screwed us all a little. So hardly anyone made it through clean. And with some fancy riding, a little luck, and keeping the mistakes to a minimum, I should be able to close up the gap.
Go, man. Down.
Stupid or something. Almost as stupid as a stupid does.
I should have tried that.
Coming into the finish of lap 1, I had made up a lot of ground from the Hill of Death, and I was ready to put on a hard charge for lap 2, but not before putting on a show for the spectators. Now that's not exactly what I had in mind. Let's take a look at it from a different angle. Now there's no denying that this hurt, but all I could think about was making sure that I didn't lose the helmet camera that just broke off and getting back into the race before I lost more time.
It looks smoother. Can you take that? Can you take that for me later?
My bell was rung. I was a little dizzy, and it didn't help that my front wheel was out of alignment, but I had to shake it off and get back into this race. I wish I could say that I went on a legendary tear to finish the race on the podium. What really happened didn't result in the podium finish, but it is something that I'm very proud of. I faced one of the biggest tests of intestinal fortitude that I've had in a race, and I passed it. Not far from lap 2, I came together with another rider again on the steep hill that got us in the previous lap. And when I went to pick up my bike, my vision went black and I experienced a major head rush followed by some serious dizziness. I felt helpless to get my bike back up and get going. My heart sank as I saw the competition pass by one after another, and I knew that my chances of winning the race were down to nothing, and that I just lost the Rough Rider 100. Now I owe this Prescott Trail Riders course worker a huge debt of gratitude. Not only was he trying to help me lift my bike, but he was also trying to lift my spirits. While all I did was whine and moan, he stayed positive. This guy was just awesome. But as for me, I felt like quitting, and I decided not to bother finishing. I mean, why go on? This was ridiculous. It's freezing cold. I'm soaked from head to toe with freezing water from the water crossings, and I'm pretty sure that I have a mild concussion. I mean, what the hell am I doing? It would be easy to find a bailout trail that would take me back to my warm trailer, some hot food, my family, and I get 2 drops this season anyway. I mean, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that quitting is a habit. It's a habit that gets easier and easier to justify each time you do it. And no matter how much you think quitting is justified, deep inside, you know if it really is or isn't. And I knew that I could finish this race. To quit a race again when I'm still physically capable of riding, well, that would bring me nothing but shame and regret. I did go on to finish the race pretty strong. Not without drama, but I managed to turn a pretty fast third lap considering. Now there are some issues with scoring that still need to be worked out. They have me finishing behind riders that I know for sure I finished ahead of, as well as scoring me in the wrong class. So I'm not really sure where I finished in my class, and hopefully that'll all get sorted out soon. But all of that aside, and even given all this drama, I really love this race course. I mean, I'm already chomping at the bit to get back out here for the next Rough Rider 100. They really put together a top-notch race. It certainly earns its name as the Rough Rider, and not the Easy Rider.
I lost my visor, 85S.
I managed to finish this race with energy to spare, despite all of the mistakes and hardships. Unfortunately, my GoPro didn't. Now, I know I didn't make the podium. Those honors belong to Trevor Turner, Eric Spector, and Robert Tremp. As soon as I know my results, I will share them with all of you. For updates on this race or the Joe Rockstar channel in general, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.